Hello, Mega Dimensions here, back for another Tsukihime video. Last time, this is the first part, we did the Umazaga part again. It's not like I can skip it or anything because it's important to to these routes, so I can't really skip at them. So now we're going to do the scene again, but different person this time. I walk along a different path from the one I usually take. Passing through unfamiliar streets, I slowly approach the Tona mansion. The surroundings are not completely unfamiliar. After all, I've lived here until I was 9 years old, 8 years ago. This is not the first time I've taken the path back to the mansion. My feelings are a little complex. The path home is nostalgic yet fresh. Up to now, until just now, I have not looked forward to returning to the Tona household. No, it doesn't seem so bad. The house I lived up to now, I was 9 years old. Right now, my sister Aiga, in the utterly un-Japanese Western-style mansion. Tono Mikasa, my old man who hated me, and the master of the Tono household died a few days ago. My mother died from illness after Aiga was born, so the Tonos had dwindled down to me and my sister. Being the eldest son, you would think that I would stand to become the throne heir, but I had no such privilege. To become the throne heir means be bound by a strict upbringing. I had lost count the number of times my father had scolded me over my dislike of not being able to live freely. We know that's not the truth, however. That is when I got involved in that accident. My body became weakened. My father saw it was a good opportunity to get rid of me. His reasoning was something along the lines of someone who can die and anyone can become the heir, even if he's the eldest son. Sadly for my father, I betrayed his expectations for making a recovery, but my sister was redeemed to become the heir to the Tono household. And so I've heard Aiga was being raised harshly in order to become a proper daughter of the Tono household, received an even harsher upbringing since then. That was a long time ago. I played with Aiga in the mansion back before the accident. After that, I never saw her again. The life in the mansion I spent 8 years ago. Those 8 years were long, and my memories of that time were largely faded. But in spite of that, there's one thing even now that continues to burn strongly in my heart, and that is about the Cheerful Girl. Aiga isn't the only person I haven't seen since then. I can't remember all the details because it's been 8 years, but there was other children at the mansion around the same age as me. I don't remember their names, but the two girls were twins. I wonder who they are. Father had once said that they didn't have any relatives, so he took them in to work as servants. I was confused about that. So they don't really have parents then. Interesting. I wonder what family they come from. I don't think it's mentioned. I don't think so. That's weird. We played together so often that we were small, but I can't remember their names. I closed my eyes. You don't remember their names because you've been hypnotized. I closed my eyes and cast my mind back. I should be able to remember. She was a girl who was always cheerful, so cheerful that you will become cheerful just by looking at her. A girl with a carefree personality who was loved by everyone at the mansion. Because she was close to my age, I got along very well with her, and it seemed like every day we would run around the garden together. Let's play together, Shiki-chan. Chan. Isn't Chan's to be like for girls though? So to call her a Chan isn't that more insulting than anything else? She would say it, and I remember her taking out of my room after I scheduled myself inside. She would often laugh and take shy Aiga's hand, trying to make her play with us. Maybe she was older than both of us. She would guide me and Aiga to play together, but once we start playing, she would just watch over us. Aika's tutor, the harsh butler, would say, I don't mind as long as it's with you guys, and let Aika out to play, as if there was no helping it. In contrast to that girl, there was another one. On the second floor, while we played in the garden, there was always a girl looking down at us every time I turned to look at the mansion. She was a twin of that cheerful girl, but she would always gaze at us expressionlessly. That girl would never try to leave the house. All she would do was watch us with those cold eyes. And I only ended up talking a little with her. I wonder if those girls are still in the mansion. When I think about it, that I take the white ribbon out of my bag, an old white ribbon that the girls gave me at the very end. 8 years ago, after I was involved in an accident, the day I entrusted to the arm of my family, right before I was about to leave the mansion, the girl gave me this for some reason. I'm just laying this to you, so be sure to return it. Saying something along those lines, she ran off. Afterwards, I was quickly found by one of the servants and taken to the front entrance. With no one to see me off, I walked off the gates of the giant mansion while the armed lady held my hand. It was my last memory of when I left the Tono mansion 8 years ago. I put the ribbon back in my bag, but it's been 8 years after all. Not only do I not know if they're still in the mansion, but I can't even remember their names. To make things worse, I can't even remember which girl gave me the ribbon. Still, it's not like it was some important promise or anything. But I want to keep the promise as long as I still remember it. I agreed to return to the mansion because of Aika. Now they're all by herself. I left her for 8 years. Using all responsibility onto her while I selfishly live freely. I'm going back because I feel guilty for what I did to her. I didn't especially plan to use this opportunity to do so, but if that girl is still in the mansion, I want to properly fulfill the promise from 8 years ago. It's huge. The words escaped my mouth when I reached the gate. For someone like me, you used to living in another house. A Tono mansion seems well out of reality. I wonder if I rush into this. No, it's too late to start regretting things now. The gates are unlocked. I push them open and head towards the mansion doors. They tower precisely, bearing down any visitors. Besides the iron double doors is an unmatching doorbell. Alright. Shaking off my nervousness, I press it. There isn't any affection ding-dong chime from the doorbell. The oppressive silence continues for a few seconds. Then the the pattering of footsteps behind the door indicates someone's appearance. We have been waiting for you. The door opens with a creak. Inside is the lobby. I remember a young girl is in an apron. Thank goodness. You were so late, I was beginning to worry that you had gone lost. I was thinking about going to meet you if you haven't arrived by sunset. The girl I keep mispronouncing it. A carnistic apron smiles warmly. I'm still taken back by her outdated mode of dress that I can't even form a proper sentence. Is that really outdated? Because sometimes they still wear kimonos. Even in anime they still wear kimonos. So that's like so weird seeing that, oh yeah, we don't wear kimonos like on a daily basis. It's like so weird, like, because a lot of anime characters do that. So I guess they kind of ground their reality? Kinda? Okay, that. Perhaps after being my hesitance to distrust, the girl tilts her head a little.
You're Shiki-sama, aren't you?
Yeah, but you don't have to call me Sama. You're right. Please don't scare me like that.
Oh, you are? Right. Oh, please don't scare me like that. I was beginning to think I had made another mistake back there.
She gives a good-natured laugh. I have no base for this, but she fits the image perfectly. Could it be that you're the girl who played together with us when we were small? I inquired intentionally. She gives a full smile, looking truly happy.
Come, you must be tired, right? Please do come in. Aika-sama is waiting for you in the sitting room.
If I remember correctly, the remake has it differently. That he goes to a waiting room before he goes to the... He visits her in her office. I think that's what it's called. The girl quickly crosses the lobby and heads towards the sitting room. Turning back as if she remembers something, she makes a bow and full smile on her face.
Welcome home, Shiki-sama.
Her grin is accompanied by her flower-like smile. I can't think of any reply, so I just follow her hesitantly. Guided by the girl, I head to the sitting room. As if I'm seeing it for the first time. I don't know if I've forgotten about it in the last 8 years, or if they refurbished since then. Either way, it feels like someone else's house now, and it's unsettling. And I am looking around the sitting room, and the maid in the apron lowers her head in a quick bow.
I brought Shiki-sama with me. Well done. You may return to the kitchen, Kohaku. Thank you.
It seems the maid's name is Kohaku. Kohaku-san gives a small bow, as if to say farewell, and leaves the sitting room. This leaves me and 2 girls I don't recognize.
It has been a long time, Nei-san.
Nissan or Nissan, I don't know.
Nei-san, yeah, it's been a long time, Nei-san.
Says a girl with long black hair and sharp eyes. All my thought process stops at once. My mind goes blank. I can't think of any words of greeting. All I can do is, well, no, with, yeah? I don't think it can be helped. This is Aga that I have not seen in 8 years. It's not the Aga I remember. She's completely transformed into a proper young lady of the noble family.
Nei-san?
The black hair girl tilts her head slightly. Pathetically, all I can say is dumb sound things. My mind's turning into somersaults as I try to recognize the girl before me as Aika. But it seems like Aika already recognized me as her brother.
You do not look well. We'd like to rest before we talk.
Aika throws a sharp glance in my direction. Is it just my imagination that she looks like she's in a bad mood? Extremely. No, I'm alright. I was just surprised how much you changed, Aika.
People do change over the course of 8 years, Nei-san. We are at the age of change, or do you think we back then, we'll remain like back then forever?
What is this? I can feel like the thorns in Aika's words. No, you definitely changed, Aika. You got far more beautiful than before. This isn't flattery. This is how I really feel. And...
Indeed. But you, on the other hand, have not changed much at all.
Aika answers coolly, her eyes closed. Well, I can't prepare for something like this. It's as I thought. It seems Aika does not think well of me.
If you're feeling well, let's finish our conversation. You have yet to hear the details about why you were called back here, Nei-san.
I haven't heard nothing more than a song.
Come back to the mansion.
Though I found out in the papers that the old man passed away. If the head of a major company dies, it definitely makes it on the financial papers. Word of Tomikazu's death reached his son Toshigi via the newspaper after the funeral. Even though his relatives haven't told him, the disturbed son could pick up the news of his paper merely by buying 100 newspaper yen. It might be cynical of me to say so, but this world's become a convenient place.
I am sorry. It was my fault that you did not get the news about father.
Aya quickly lowers her head. It's alright. Either way, it's not like he'll come back from the dead if I went. Huh. You know, you say that now, but this is an Oscar, so I doubt that. It's quite a possibility that can happen. It's not something you should be worried about.
I'm sorry.
It's some comfort to hear you say that. Aya's face is serious, but this is not a topic I care much about. I fear the ceremony for those who cannot detect their feelings for the deceased to achieve such detachment. Dick. For someone like me who cut such feelings a long time ago, there's no need. So that really took effect on your mind, you little shit.
Calling you back here was my idea. It'll be odd for the eldest son of the Tones to be entrusted to the Arimas forever. Now that the father has passed away, the only Tones by blood are you and I, Nii-san.
Lai is more like Shiki-san, and Shiki is just your half-brother. You know, that's more confusing than anything else. Damn you, Mikasa, for picking him for on a whim. Or a joke, I don't remember.
I don't know why father was thinking, but when he entrusted you to the Arimas, but he's no longer with us, so there's no longer any need for you to live with them. That is why I had you come back here.
That's well and good. That's well and good, but I am quite surprised you were able to get our relatives to agree to this. Wasn't it they who came up with the idea of leaving me with the Arimas in the first place?
That may be so, but now I am the head of the Tona family. I declined every one of the proposals from our relatives. I would like you to continue living here, Nii-san, but this place is with rules. You avoid living the overcharged lifestyle you've been living up to now.
I'm afraid this isn't going to happen, Aika. There's no way I can go back to being some well-mannered gentleman now. Not that I want to.
I will not ask any more of you, but do try to, or are you saying that you are unable to do what I already have?
Aga shoots me with a cold look. It feels like she's hitting me with her grudge against me for leaving her for the last 8 years. Alright, I get it. I'll try my best. Aga just stares at me, as if she doesn't quite believe me.
You don't need to try, as long as you get the results.
Her pose is dignified, her words are merciless.
Let's get back to the topic. Right now, you and I are the only ones living here. I do not care having too much people around, so I clean everyone out.
Hold on a second, Aika. You clear everyone out? You wouldn't want to run...
You wouldn't want to run into our relatives in the mansion, would you, Nii-san? I have put off most of the servants, but there are enough for you and I, so there are no problems.
Wait, no problems? You're going to get attacked at our family meeting if you do something like that.
Oh, please be quiet. Rather than have the matter overflowing with people, wouldn't you feel more relaxed with just the two of us here?
Well, it's true that I'll feel relaxed, but you've only just become the head of the family, Aika. If you're going to abuse your powers like some kind of dictator, our relatives are not going to keep quiet. Even the old man didn't go against their opinions.
Indeed. That is why father entrusts you to Arimas. I, on the other hand, have despised them ever since I was a child. I'm not going to put up with her whining any longer.
Not gonna put up with. Look, Aika.
Enough. Just listen. You don't have to worry about me. Please just worry about your own life from now on, Nii-san. I can see it's gonna be difficult for you in many ways.
Aika says subtly, looking away a little.
Now then, if there's anything you don't understand, ask her, Hisui.
She looks at the girl standing by her side. The girl called Hisui bows expressionlessly.
This is Hisui. She will be your personal maid from now on. Is that acceptable with you?
What? Personal maid? You mean?
In other words, she's your servant.
Aika declares as if it were obvious. I can't believe it. Fitting with what style of the house, the girl and the maid have answered as if it was natural to do so. Hold on. I'm not a kid, you know. I don't need a servant. I can take care of myself.
Would that include the cooking and the laundry?
Ugh. I guess pretty shy at pulling these things out.
At any rate, now you return to his house, you obey my directions. I don't know how you live at the Armor House, but you're living at the Tunnel House now. Please accept everything given to you.
Ugh. I can't say anything, and I drift my eyes toward Hisui. I suppose she simply looks back at me, especially like a doll.
Well then, Hisui, please show Nii-san to his room. Yes, my lady.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, my lady.
Hisui approaches me with a shell like a presence.
I'll guide you to your room, Shiki-sama.
He heads towards the lobby. Sighing, I head towards the lobby too. We enter the lobby. The smash is split into east and west wings with a lobby in the middle. The lobby is like the body of a bird whose wings are halls extending diagonally to the east and west. Each wing is about the size of a small hospital. I remember the house is constructed symmetrically, so both the east and west wings have the same floor plan.
Your room is this way, Shiki-sama.
Hisui climbs up the flight of stairs. It seems like my room is on the second floor. Come to think of it, the servants should be on the first floor and the west wing, so that's probably where Hisui and Kahaki-san's rooms are. Outside, the sun has already set. The girl in the maid uniform walks down the long, dimly lit hallway without a word. It kind of feels like a wonderland. Without thinking, I let my thoughts slip out.
Did you say something, Shiki-sama?
He stops and looks back at me. No, I was just talking to myself. Don't worry about it. After staring at me, Hisui bows and starts walking again. Is this my room?
Yes. If you are displeased with it, I can arrange a different one for you.
No, there's no way I can be displeased with it. It's just a little, no, really, too fancy for me. It doesn't really look that fancy to me. To be fair, I don't think I've been to fancy rooms before. I think the closest, but I don't know, that one was like more like, looked like it was made by hand. Made by hand in Nicaragua, so I don't know. My grandfather was red chill. I guess he liked the simple things, I guess. It was really really defense for me.
Shiki-sama?
It's fine. I gotta use this room.
Understood. This room has not been touched since 8 years ago, so I do not believe you'll find anything unsatisfactory with it.
There's something a little odd about the way Hisui said that. As if she's implying this was once my room. Hey, is this by any chance my old room?
That is what I have been told. Am I mistaken?
Hisui inclines her head, just sighs slightly. I feel relieved. It seems this girl can express emotion after all. Well, it might be now that you mention it. I do remember it faintly, so it might be so. I can't feel any sense of familiarity about this place at all, but I guess this is what it's like after you leave a place up for 8 years. I can't get still here though. I was living in a 6.5 mat sized room up to this morning. It's like I'm staying in some high class hotel.
I understand how you feel. Please try to get used to it. From today's onwards, you're the eldest son of the own house, Shiki-sama.
You're right. I gotta do my best, so I at least look like it on the outside. With a thump, I drop my bag on the table and stretch my back. I've been feeling a little stretched out with everything that has happened so far, but I guess I got no choice but to adjust from today onwards.
Shiki-sama, all your luggage have been brought here. Is there anything more you require?
No, not really. Why you ask?
There is very little delivered.
So the thing I said before, he's like freaking Shiro in that department.
If there's anything you need, I can have it prepared, so please do not hesitate to ask.
I see. No, I don't need anything for now. I didn't have much luggage to begin with. My luggage is just a bag with these glasses and textbooks in my bag and a white ribbon with an unidentified owner. That's all. Ah, that's right. I haven't asked her the most important thing yet. Can I ask you something, Hisui?
Yes. What is it, Shiki-sama?
I'm sorry if I'm mistaken about this, but you and Kohaku's son are sisters, right? For instance, surprise flashes in Hisui's expressionless eyes. I wonder why she looks like that. No, really. Yeah, why she looks like that?
Yes, Kohaku is my older sister.
It was surprised like she sees Nissan, and it's like, yeah, it's my older sister. She's my Nissan. No, that though would sound weird to a Western audience eyes. So why we keep using Nissan? I don't know why we use the honorifics in these visual novels. A bit weird. So the only visual novels I play are Fate, so I don't know about the other ones. Do the other ones use honorifics? I don't know. I know manga uses the honorifics a lot. So probably. Really? Great. Really great. I don't know. Some things I just cringe because the things I will never say. Really great. That means you must be the two girls that was lived here. Oh my god, this is so stupid. I mean, incredibly ridiculous. It's like, it's like,
my master is quite an idiot.
I just like realized Hitu's voice is very similar to Aika. Just there's some differences. I think, or it's like Kohaku's voice is similar. I'll try to make it similar at least, because they're twins. I'm sorry, I never raised my voice. I forgot to say that. And there are cons in my jaw. He just does not move. He's like local. He's sweet. He does. Oh wow, this is like so embarrassing. It's like he's just like
Embarrassing.
Yeah, because that is embarrassing. So he just does that. And there are cons in my jaw. He just does not move. He's sweet. You and Kohaku's son are trying to take, aren't you? We used to play together. I wonder you remember. I close my eyes as I speak.
No.
No, the girl I played together was the bright and cheerful one. I wonder if she responds to that. This is like so funny. I just love scenes like this because it's so cringy, but I love it at the same time. At least reading it. Anime is different. The one who just gazed at me with those cold eyes has to be. I played together with your sister quite often. Hisui?
Yes, I know. 2 years before you went to the Arma household, Mikasa-sama took in Nissan and I.
Mrs. speaks in if disinterested. Yeah, it would appear. I don't know, those bulges looked so differently, so weird when it's drawn in the old style. I always saw that as weird. But in the new style, it's like pretty good. Yes, this art has improved a lot. Oh, he has a tendency to do the same face syndrome a lot, so you know. I get one that are kind of similar, but still. Just like Rumiko Takahashi. Her loom freaking looks like freaking shampoo now. What the fuck? It's like so freaking weird, you know? It means that it's good that I know you just interested. It's good that I know he's when Kaguya are twins from my memories, but I see he doesn't think much of it. I see. I said I didn't talk to you much. I was already getting so worked up.
You have nothing to apologize for, Shiki-sama. I must also apologize for my rudeness to you when I was younger.
If she lowers her head, I feel really uneasy. I know Hisui doesn't make me feel bad, but I don't know how to respond when a girl the same age as me says that to me.
Do you have any other requests, Shiki-sama?
No, nothing in particular.
Very well. I shall call you in an hour's time. Please relax until then.
As I expected, Hisui sees everything with an expression on his face. 1 hour later, she means dinner. Mean dinner. Mean dinner becomes more better. But even if she tells me to relax, how would I do that here? The clock says around 6 o'clock. Usually I'd be watching TV in the sitting room around this time, but I have serious doubts as to whether there's such thing in this mansion. Hisui, I know it's kind of a trivial thing to ask about, but is there a television in this mansion?
A television?
Hisui's eyes narrow slightly. I know I'm the one who asked, but it really is a stupid question. I feel there's something wrong with asking about the presence of a TV in a luxurious mansion like this. Hisui makes a rare trouble face and stares off to space. I don't think I've seen that face before yet, so that's new.
There is no television in the sitting room. Some of the visitors did make use of one, and when they departed, they picked it up with their luggage and took it back with them. So I do not believe there are any remaining.
Hold on. Visitors? Like who? For how long?
Relatives. The eldest son of the Kugami-sama, from the branch of the family. Tosaki-sama's third daughter and her fiancé. Kishu-sama's eldest son came to stay for close 3 years.
Okay, first you got the Huyama from Branson Tomasama. So I think they're the same family. Yeah. I think so. 3 years, huh? Sweet. That's what you call freeloaders, not visitors. He does not reply. No matter what kind of people these freeloaders were, it seems that servers can't say anything bad about them. This just remind me of like a free meme that I saw, like, you know, multiple there's like this character, I forgot his name. It was like a freaking half Oni or something like that. Like he just like a freaking TV. It's like so funny. It's really hilarious. I wish I saved that meme. Amazing. Me, Arian Headbutt has that made that. I don't know.
Well, at any rate.
Well, anyway, it seems like the relatives have brought and taken back their own luggage with them. Well, men hated the products of modern culture, thinking them all vulgar. There's no way he would ever watch TV. Aigo, who had been educated by him for the last 8 years, would probably be the same. Well, it's not like I'll die without one. Hisui is silent. Like a perfect example for Sarah, Susie sees nothing unless she is being asked a direct question. This, of course, is kind of depressing for me. I want to make that expression break into a smile somehow, but it seems impossible with just any whole half-hearted effort. Oh, there's a library on the first floor on the west wing, wasn't there? Maybe I'll go find something to read when I have some free time. Though, I don't know how you feel about reading after the CO route when you fucking went insane. Hisui does not reply. She stands there in the doorway. I can't even tell where she's looking. Hisui? Hisui does not say a word. Suddenly she looks straight at me.
I believe there's one in Nissan's room.
Huh? I have no idea what she's talking about. There's one of what?
A television. I remember seeing one in Nissan's room.
Hisui says as if remembering something from many years ago. Yes, we know. Yeah, there's a television in Haku's room because we all know she's a true gamer. No literature. I think I remember playing Kazuna Toy on there playing games. I think that's where I saw it. I see. Kahaga-san does look like the type of person who watches those variety shows. I'm playing like Mortal Kombat 7 or something.
It's like, yeah, fuck yeah.
But I bought going just let me watch your TV. So I just forgot I ever asked. After all, I'll be living here from now on, so I got to follow the rules of the mansion. God knows what kind of cynical combat I'll begin. But if I started watching television, it seems I'll be leading a scholarly student life fit for a member of the Town family from now on. Alright. I'll be remembering to dinner, so just call me one's time. You got other things to do, don't you, Hisui? Hisui nods in assent and turns around. Suddenly opening the door as she leaves the room. Dinner takes place with Aika and I am being face to face. I guess it's natural here. Ichun Kohaku-san do not eat with us, staying behind us to tend to our needs. I thought it would be natural for all of us to eat together. All of us ate together. So you can say, I'm caught off guard by just inexplicably tense dinner. I should mention at this point that I've totally forgot anything related to table manners by now. Well, I do remember low pieces, but it's not like I'm complete amateur. But he always tend to pack away unused memories into the corners of the mind. And tension was actually quite thrilling. And every one of my movements causing Aika to raise an eyebrow. When I think about it now, I have enough to go through this very day through. It was really depressing. Finishing dinner, I returned to my room. It's still only past 8 at night. It's too early to sleep, so what should I do? Okay, so we got 3 options and we're gonna stay in our room. Stretched from dinner, I loosen my shoulders. I stretch out as far as I can, and then I collapse onto the bed. Man, even dinner is hard work. Well, it's not like the knife and fork are really heavy. It's just that Aika's gaze is really severe.
Are you there, Shiki-sama?
I can hear Hisui's voice along a knock at the door. Yeah, I'm here. Come in.
Excuse me.
Hisui enters with a bow.
I have come to make the bed. Even I enjoy watching it, so will you mind relaxing in the sitting room for a while?
No, I don't mind watching. I'll just be hitting myself in the core, so just go ahead and do your job without minding me. Bouncing up from bed, I move to the corner. She looks like she wants to say something, but thinks better of it, and suddenly begins to make the bed. Hisui.
Yes? What is it, Shiki-sama?
Oh no, you can keep the making bed. There's no need for you to stand up so straight. Hisui doesn't answer. It seems like she had a servant education drummed into her. Please just talk to me while you work. I can feel bad because it seems like I'm interfering with your work.
If you say so, Shiki-sama, then I will comply.
Hisui returns to making the bed. Is it true that the curfew here is 7? So, like your last house?
Oh yes. The main gate is locked at 7, and all the entrances to the mansion are locked at 8.
This is like a beautiful CG. Everything else is like just a picture. This is like a really nice CG. There is kind of a CG. I call it like a half of a CG, really. Yeah, it's one of my favorites. Probably put it as a thumbnail or something. There's also a rule that one must not try to be walking around the mansion after 10. Nothing walking around the mansion. Well, I got no complaints with that, but isn't that kind of harsh? I aren't children, so I don't think you have to go that far.
Indeed. It is a rule, however, so please abide by it. You're aware of the recent disturbances at night, are you not, Shiki-sama?
And the vampire thing Argo was talking about. Well, as long as something like that is happening, I guess it's better to be safe than sorry.
Do you have any other questions?
He's finished spreading the sheets and turns around to face me. And let's see. I have a sort of question, but I know nothing about Hisui and Kohaku-san. So you might have asked an off-topic question.
Yes, what is it?
I'd like to know what kind of work you do and do around here.
I'm here to serve your needs, my sister. And my sister Kohaku served Lady Aiga-sama. In our spare time, we do maintenance chores around the mansion. Is there anything more you'd like to know?
Sir, so that's what it is after all. My shoulders feel heavier. It seems completely natural to Aigo when she said, I am nothing more than a normal high school student. I have no interest in having a girl close to my age serve me, at least for now. At least for now? What's that supposed to mean? I mean, in the future he'll be okay with it. But serving you're a personal servant.
Yes. Please do not hesitate to ask anything of me.
You mean, so I can ask you to defeat a freaking robot? Or yourself? That'll be amazing. If you don't understand what I'm saying, then oh well. I'm gonna read that multi-plot manga or something. I think the second one. Well, I get it. Going by how I was talking about you, doesn't seem like I can dismiss you, so I happily let you serve me.
Is there anything else in particular you like?
Nothing particular, but can you stop calling me Shiki-sama? To be honest, I get chills down my back when I hear it.
But Shiki-sama, you are my master.
That's what I'm saying I hate. I've been living a normal life up to yesterday. I've noticed I have to start living a life where a girl my age addressed me with Sama. If this was like English dub, I think they'll put Sir. Sir Shiki or something like that. I don't know. But I don't know, that'd be weird. I don't like English dub, so I don't know how they would have done it with this if it was English.
I see.
He's response well less than enthusiastic. Just call me Shiki and change I'll call you Hisui. Let's do away with the formalities and be more casual with each other. Still, Hisui lowers her eyebrows as she's being troubled.
But you are my employer.
It's not like I'm hiring you. You're doing the things I can't. So you're the great one.
I see.
Hisui gives another unenthusiastic reply. It looks like I'll be able to talk her into it in just one day. Anyhow, that's how it is. Don't be so forward towards me. I'll be grateful you tell that to your sister Kohaga-san too.
Very well. As you say, Shiki-sama.
Especially Hisui bows her head. She completely failed to understand.
I'll be leaving now. Please rest for tonight.
Bowing, Hisui puts her head on the doorknob. Oh, I forgot to ask something. And hold on for a second. Running towards the door, I put my hand on Hisui's shoulder before she leaves. Innocent, Hisui's arm pushes away my arm with great momentum. With a whack, she slaps my hand away and leaps back. Huh? It's so sudden that the only thing I can say. He's really expressionless, but she glares at me fiercely. Did I do something wrong? That is so cute. Or that blush is so beautiful.
I'm very sorry.
Your voice sounds very nervous.
I'm not used to being touched. Please forgive me.
Hisui's shoulders are faintly trembling. I feel like I did something really terrible. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize without thinking. I don't understand myself. I just feel sorry for Hisui and I lower my head. Hisui says nothing. I get that feeling her stare is calm again.
You have nothing to apologize for, Shiki-sama. I am one to blame.
No, well, maybe, but I scratch my head. Hisui stares at me, pausing, only to blink for a second.
What was it you wanted to ask me, Shiki-sama?
That's right. I was up Hisui because I wanted to ask her something. Oh, I want to ask about Aika. Doesn't she go to a boarding school?
That was only during middle school, Shiki-sama. From this year onward, Aika has special permission to attend school from home.
Though, in Kazuno Toya, she attended a boarding school. That was, like, very interesting. You mean she goes to school from here?
Yes, but it's uncommon for her to come home before dusk like today.
Aika-sama
has practiced up to dinner, so she's always home before 7.
Practice what? Today's
Today's Thursday, so she will have violin practice.
Eh?
Usually she's able to return before dinner on weekdays, so if you have anything to say to Aika-sama, please let Nissan know after dinner.
Hisui bows to say goodbye and leaves the room. Violin practice? What on earth is that? She's not some upper class lady or anything, so why would she have to do something so bothersome as... Oh wait, she's an upper class lady. Yes, come to think of it, my sister Ton Aiga is a natural born upper class lady. Remember, in my memory, she's always the uneasy sister, constantly following me around. As a child, she's always quiet, never ever have the courage to express her own desires. She was a frail girl who always lived in fear of a scolding from our father. Yeah, people do change after 8 years. After 8 years, I become the me I am now. I have become the person she is right now too. 8 years is a long time. It's half of our lives up to now. I was absent from the mansion during the fall period where a child becomes an adult. I'm sorry, Aika. I think things would have been better if I'd been here during those 8 years. I'd only mumble an apology. Left by myself, I lie in bed. This house from 8 years ago, my blood red from 8 years ago, feels a little like they belong to someone else. I wonder what's going to happen to me now. Grumbling to no one in particular, I fall asleep. I heard the wave-like sound, something voice. Something is howling. It's too sharp and high-pitched to be a stray dog. It echoes in my eardrums. It's howling in the moon. And freaking Nero. Though he has not appeared in the remake, that breaks my heart because Nero is such a force in nature that I love. If they put in a remake, then they would make him much more better. This doesn't feel right. The beastly howling is beginning to give me a headache. It doesn't stop. Just shut up already! I wake up. I can hear the sound of a dog barking outside the window. The clock indicates it's just past 11. This is more than near a nuisance. Damn, I can't sleep like this. The dog howling comes from somewhere near the mansion's fence. Doesn't seem like I can go back to sleep at this rate. Go to sleep. The howling continues. There's no way I can sleep like this. I can't sleep, but that's just normal. I'm sleepy, so I'll pass. But she's over as fresh over the bed. I can just think of the howling as sounds something mundane, like cars driving by the street. It's been a very long day. I'm mentally tired from eating dinner in the unfurnished mansion, and my conversation with Aika and everyone else. After all that, the howling is just background noise. I close my eyes and gently fall asleep. I have a nostalgic dream. The end of summer 8 years ago. After I was injured, I was taken to the hospital where no one ever visited me. It meant sensei. Upon returning to the mansion, I heard from my old man that I'll be taken in by my family I have never heard of. Everything happened so fast. Right after the day I left the hospital, I ended up going to Arma household. There was not a single cloud in the blue sky that day. The start of autumn. I was either way from the total mansion. But a little before that, the girl had come to see me, sneaking past in eyes of the adults.
When you're about to leave, please come to the tree in the rear of the courtyard.
After being told that, I snuck under my old man's eye and out to the rear courtyard. The sky was blue. Below, the deep blue sky seemed to extend forever. She waited for me. As far as I knew, this was the first time she had left the mansion to come outside. Take this. Saying that, she undid the ribbon that bound her hair and handed it to me. I guess it was her farewell gift to me, but as a child, I didn't even feel happy about it. After all, what kind of 9-year-old boy will feel happy about receiving a ribbon?
That ribbon is my favorite. So, give it back to me later, okay?
Those were the words that saved me. Give it back, she said. Come back is what I heard from those words. Just that was good enough for me. The last day with no one to even see me off. For her, who I had never even spoken to say that to me, it made me happy. But I cannot say I'll never return it. As clever as I was at the time, I realized I'll never be able to return to this marriage ever again. Those were the only words we exchanged. Something about her icy eyes was very sorrowful. There was a time, so I began walking towards the doorway. The girl just stood there like a doll, watching me leave. I didn't dream of what happened on that one fine day, under the cloudless blue sky. Okay, I think I'm in here. So I'm gonna do my shot. Bye!